Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Happy Halloween. Happiest of Halloweens to every single last one of y'all, whoever's celebrating it and all that good stuff. Hopefully it's been a good one for you guys today. It's a little early. It's an early one for us today because we got something coming up. We got something coming up that I think is going to make, hopefully we're going to have some burning questions. I think that a lot of people in the true crime world have been curious about, especially with this particular case of these two, the unaliving of these two young girls almost 6 years ago. So there's something big going on, and we're going to be watching it together. One thing, though, I will say, that's one thing I'm still trying to figure out right now as we speak is where the live is going to go down. That's one thing I'm looking for right now as we speak. That's the reason why I wanted to get on here early with y'all, kind of do a little bit of a recap, talk about this suspect that they have in custody right now, and, just kind of get things moving and popping with y'all, okay? So the happiest of all Hallows Eve to every single last one of y'all. Hopefully your weekend was productive, good. Hopefully you guys had a good time. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully whatever you did, you were responsible or at least planned ahead of time so that you didn't have to do anything Sunday and could just sleep it off. You know what I mean? And still get home in one piece, right? Leo girl just said it's 3:31 p.m. for her. Yeah, that's why I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, because everyone is in a different time code. You know what I'm saying? We are literally time traveling as we speak right now. I got a couple other announcements that I'm very excited about here that I'll be telling you guys here a little bit later. Okay. And had a very productive morning already. So hopefully you guys had a very productive morning as well. Got a good run in. You know what I'm saying? Drinking some iced coffee. I'm going to be drinking my breakfast today with y'all. So we're going to have a good time. So do me a favor, and we're going to find out some information that I think a lot of us are trying to find out what the hell is going on. So hopefully we get some answers indeed. So please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. You get them past 200 real quick as I see all y'all starting to come in. Happy Halloween, every single last one of y'all. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, all right? You know your boys out here working hard in these streets to give you the information that you bloody need. Yeah, see, even Matthew Wren just said it's 3:13:33. So what did I say? 13:33 p.m. See the cobwebs. I'm still trying to get these cobwebs out of my brain right now. How fitting. See what I did there? Happy Halloween. Anyway, yes. And do me a favor, while we get things moving. All right, because we got to get into some things. Okay. Do me a favor. All right. Please, if you dressed up this weekend, if you dressed up at all, because we all had some sort of Halloween party, some sort of Halloween something, right? Some of y'all stayed home, that's fine. But some of y'all still got dressed up, did something. Maybe it was Friday, maybe it was Saturday, maybe it was Thursday. Maybe you dressed up going to work just to be festive. Because I know some people take it very seriously. All right. Some people take it very, very seriously. So please comment. All right. Comment what you dressed up as if you did. And if you're dressing up as anything today, because some people waited for today because it's like, it don't count. It ain't Halloween on Saturday. Today is Halloween. So if you're dressing up today, what are you dressing up as? All right. Comment in the comment section. All right. Let's get into some things. All right. Now, one thing that we do know right now is that, they do have somebody in custody right now by the name of Richard Allen. Now, I know a lot of us are kind of wondering what the heck is going on? I know a lot of us are wondering, what is this Delphi situation and all that? Okay. So we're going to go through a little bit of everything. We're going to be kind of all over the place, but that's just kind of how I roll. And we're just going to get some information and find out what the heck is going on here. Because hopefully law enforcement comes to us with this press conference and they give us some really big news. And hopefully we can maybe get closer to nipping this situation in the bud, right? And finding out, bringing justice for those two girls, Abby and Libby, all right, who went missing on February 13th, 2017. They were found on Valentine's Day, the very next day in Delphi on Valentine's 2017. And this has been an ongoing mystery of what happened to these young girls. So now they have somebody in custody by the name of Richard Allen. They already have somebody else by the name of, and I think I was saying his name wrong last time. It's Kagan. Oh, shoot. I forgot his last name now. Shoot. But they do have somebody else already in custody right now. I'm curious if there was a possible connection. Maybe there was a ring of some sort, if you get what I'm saying, because I got to use these code words. I don't know. So many things, so many pressing questions I have revolving around this particular case. Okay. But investigators, according to this article here, investigators announced charges versus Delphi unaliving suspect. Okay. So when the ISP, or Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter, steps up before the microphones of reporters from across the country at the Delphi United Methodist Church today, in just 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes from now, he's expected to announce what charges 50-year-old Richard Allen faces in connection with the unalivings of the two young girls on the banks of Deer Creek beneath the Monon High Bridge on February 13th, 2017. The families and friends of 14-year-old Libby German and 13-year-old Abby Williams, and strangers who have been captivated by this case. I feel like all of us have, okay? Because I knew about this case, but now that there's new information, new developments and all that, of course, a lot of people are starting to look into this and find out what could have happened. And of course, yes, there's theories like crazy right now, just running rampant, the theories. Okay. Strangers who have been captivated by this case will learn what role, if any, investigators claim Allen played in these unalivings. Okay. It is a small community, and you know these families and you love these families, and whether you're their best friends or not, they're still a part of you, and they're still a part of you, and you feel that sadness and that hurt for them. So, of course, Richard Allen was arrested on the 26th, which was huge news. Okay, a couple days ago, a week after sources tell Fox 59 News that investigators converged on his house with a search warrant, seizing his car and digging through a fire pit out back. Yo. Actually, I just noticed that it's pretty small for you guys. Let me blow that up. But that's big. So they must have found something. Okay. They must have found something. So again, they said he was arrested, detained on the 26th of October. Investigators went to his house with a search warrant, seizing his car and digging through a fire pit out back. I saw police cars going down there, a couple police cars, and I never thought much of it. Allen appeared before a judge on Friday during an initial hearing. The case and charges against him are sealed. And hopefully they say something today. Hopefully they say something this morning. But what would make... my mind is still... We're going to continue on this article, but my mind is still wrapping around the idea that They took his car, okay? And then they were going through his fire pit out back. Now, I got to ask. This is one thing I got to ask. This is something that happened years ago. This wasn't something that happened 6 months ago. This isn't something that happened just, you know what I'm saying? This isn't something that just randomly happened in the middle, of this summer. This happened years ago. So what could be in his fire pit? But what could possibly be in his fire pit that would make them go through his fire pit? Then also, what would make them go through his car? Again, it's years. Yeah, Ann. As she said, 5+ years. So what would make them go through a car? I mean, unless, because they said that the person that may have taken the lives of these 2 young girls, that maybe they took something as a souvenir. But you think that he would just have it in his car? Like, do you think that there would be evidence enough in his car that they can take? You see what I'm saying? Same thing with the fire pit. 5 years, I got a fire pit. I use my fire pit a lot. You see what I'm saying? And I've used it for years. So it makes you wonder, like, how do you do that? You see what I'm saying? It's very interesting. But Corinne 007, welcome to becoming a family member, or unless you refreshed your family membership, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. Okay. Thank you so much. Latif, you ain't wrong. Hey, we've seen dumber psychos. Yes, we have. We have seen dumber criminals for sure. Now, again, this man could very well be the man who did all this stuff. It could be anything. Okay. I'm waiting to see what they say. In about 17 minutes, we'll be hearing some sort of press conference from them, finding out what the hell is going on here. You see what I'm saying? And why they have this person detained. Mahan Jassy on Facebook, thank you so much for the comment on Facebook, said biological evidence like traces of red could still be found in the car years later. See, now that's the thing, though. Unless it's in a spot, unless there's a drop of red somewhere in a spot that didn't get hit by a wash, you see what I'm saying? It could be that too. Deanna Fisher said other victims. It could be evidence of other victims as well. That could be it too. That could very, very well be it too. You refreshed. Well, thank you so much for rejoining. I appreciate you refreshing your membership. Okay, it's greatly appreciated. Okay, especially when we talk about this particular case. For some odd reason, these episodes don't get greenlit, if you get what I'm saying. They get kind of pushed down. I don't know why, but I don't think the tubes gods like us talking about Delphi for some weird reason. So, but Tyler said this could take a while. It could very well take a while, but it is still very interesting to me that they said, hey, we're going to take the car and then we're going to go to the fire pit out back. And again, I'll say this, unless dude decided to take some sort of souvenir, if this is the man, okay, if this is the person, the monster that took these 2 girls, took their lives, if that's the case, he may have taken a little souvenir and he's just stashed it in his car. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Or buried it underneath the fire pit in his backyard. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but still very interesting. Okay. Bad Girl just said search warrant looking for girls, items, and animal hair, Pascal. Interesting. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Okay. But let's continue with this article really, really quick. Because obviously, let me do one thing. I just want to make sure I have one of the tubes open here. I know that will be coming up soon enough. Yeah, I mean, I got WFLA. They're waiting. Obviously, as they know, they're waiting patiently on this whole thing as well to find out some new information, because in about 15 minutes we should know what the hell is going on. Why do they have this man Richard Allen in custody? What is the thing that's going on here? So Allen was immediately booked into the Carroll County Jail, just 2 blocks away from before he was transferred to a jail of another county for his own protection on his way to eventual excuse me, pretrial incarceration at a state correction facility this week. Remember, I said that he was arrested. They took him to a jail, but then they took him to another jail for his own safety. I don't know why they did that, but obviously they want to keep him around. They want him safe until they can squeeze every bit of information out of this guy. Get what they need from this dude before they actually put him in harm's way. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens here. No doubt. We're going to see what they say. Superintendent Carter said early on during the investigation that the unaliver of the 2 girls could very well be hiding in plain sight in the community, a sentiment that was echoed this weekend by a visitor to the High Bridge east of town. And to be right in the community, and probably has joined all the group sites that I have from the beginning on Facebook, and to just see what's going on, speculated Logson. So this is just crazy. I mean, imagine, we're seeing these kind of situations a lot, right? We saw this with the laundry situation, okay, with the dirty laundries. There's some new information around the laundries as well, which is mind-blowing as well. But you see that people, and you're seeing it with the Quentin Simon situation as well. You see people who are involved in these cases that are either prime suspects, or they're just family members or loved ones that are surrounding their lives, and they're sitting on the sidelines, but they're watching, they're creeping, right? They're creeping on the making up fake names, making up fake accounts, and showing up onto these websites and these YouTube channels and these group chats, just hearing what people are saying, right? So that they can move. They can plan accordingly, move in a stealth-like situation without getting caught. That's what a lot of them are doing. For a fact, when it comes to the Quentin Simon situation, they're all doing the same damn thing. They're looking up, they're watching live streams of the multiple YouTube channels that are covering, say, the Quentin Simon situation. They're creeping onto those Justice for Quentin Facebook groups that are created. They create a fake account, or they log in with another friend's account, and they go through and they comb through the internets, just finding out information so that they can move. They can move around accordingly. They can put out false information as well to finesse the masses. Listen how you realize how quick and easy it is for us to sit here, for the general public to be turned quickly. We all seen it, y'all. 1 minute we're thinking, oh, he's the culprit, right? He's the monster. And then 2 seconds later, somebody out there on the internet throws a little tiny seed of something, some interesting conspiracy, and all of a sudden, all the attention that was supposed to be going towards one way switches real quick and goes down another avenue, while they keep on running away, or they get rid of more evidence, or you see what I'm saying? They try to distance themselves from that crime as much as they can. So it's real. People are doing it all day long. We see it all the live long day. Susan Hawklander, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And JDR, thank you so much for the 4 Canadian bucks. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Okay. But like I said, we got about 10 more minutes till things get popping. because obviously we want to know we really want to know some stuff that's going on here, and find out what information that they have. I have WFLA in on one of these windows right now. I will be looking at more. Yeah, I'll be looking at. I'm going to try to see if I could find it somewhere else, but of course, we at least have that just in case. But this is very interesting as well. This other article that I saw over this weekend, chilling photo uploaded to Facebook a year after the Delphi situation, shows arrested man's daughter, 28, pose in the same spot where victims took their final snaps. That's strange too, y'all. We're going to take a look at that photo here in a second. But as you can see, a chilling photo shows the daughter of the man arrested in connection to the Delphi Bridge unalivings posing in the same spot where the teenage victims were last seen alive. The photo shows Brittany Zapanta, 28, the daughter of Richard Allen, 50, on the bridge in the woods outside of Delphi, Indiana. It was posted on Facebook by Allen's wife, Kathy, who's also 50, in 2018, just over a year after the girls disappeared in February 2017. Although it's unclear when the photo was taken, there is also no indication as to who took the snap on that bridge. That is the exact location where Libby German and Abby Williams filmed an unidentified man approaching them on the day of their February 2017 deaths. He has long been presumed to be the monster. Neither Brittany nor Kathy is suspected of having any connection to the unalivings, and there's no suggestion either women knew of Allen's alleged links to the situation. He's booked into jail. We already know that, but no details have been made as of yet, but we should know in about 7 minutes. Press conference is expected on Monday morning. We already know that. Libby shared a snap of herself walking along the same railroad tracks on the day of her unaliving, with the Snapchat updates causing a sensation that made the case one of the United States' most notorious unsolved unalivings. Now, this is crazy to me. We're going to look at this photo, but this is absolutely crazy. The girls' bodies were found about a half mile from the bridge. Allen was arrested Friday in connection to those unalivings, the first big break in the case. Now, we already know that there was another man by last name Logan that was allegedly involved. Speculations say that he was involved in this situation as well, in this case, in the unalivings of these two young women. But he, of course, passed a while back. But this is very strange to me, y'all. This is the same location. Why would you pose this? I'm sorry. And me personally, I would have deleted this ish. That's just me. I understand it's still a bridge. I understand that it's probably picturesque and all that stuff, but come on, y'all. Come on. Who posts that? Who does that? Again. Who does that? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you post a photo like this? To me, would you do that? I mean, if you guys were her or the family members, would you post this? Even after, it's an infamous spot. It's now notorious. It is connected to this whole situation. Would you post a photo like this? Even if it's a pretty photo, even if you thought, oh, my daughter looks nice, would you still post this? Especially when two young girls their lives were brutally taken. And this is like the last spot. Would you? I'm just saying that no. I say no. This photo would have been deleted. Okay? This photo would have been deleted. Look, same spot. This is Lib. This is a snap from Libby's Snapchat. Let me just show it to you like this. Come on, y'all. We got about 4 minutes. But this is a year after. And then yes, words matter. The wife, again, the wife posted this. And then, of course, the other burning question I have in my body is, why would the wife post that? Now, I know that there's a lot of people that are going to be very, very quick to sit there and go, oh, she was trying to say something. She was trying to say something with that photo. I really don't think so. I personally don't. I don't think that the wife is even thinking. Like, that's what I think. And maybe in her head, she's like, well, it's been a year and it's a pretty photo and it's a photo of my daughter, so I'm going to post it anyway. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Unsolved mystery, unsolved true crimes, case. You have a whole bunch of people speculating, pointing their fingers at everybody and their mama, and you decide that this is going to be a good idea to post a year later, when all you basically asking for all the smoke. I'm going to keep it real. You're asking for all the smoke. You're like, yes, please come towards me. Come my way. Look in this direction. Either this was just poorly executed, it's just dumb. I'm sorry. It's just dumb. It's just dumb, yo. This is stupid. It's stupid, yo. It's stupid. Okay? And extremely disrespectful, in my personal opinion. And of course, this is Richard Allen, as we all know. And of course, these young girls are no longer here. And then the other thing, that's the other thing too. Here's Richard Allen, okay, smiling with his wife, while over the shoulder, a police sketch strongly resembles him. Is posted on the wall in the back. Let me just blow this up for you guys, so you guys can see that. The what? But the why? You see what I'm saying? Why? Okay, that makes no bloody sense. And real quick, Nicole, thank you so very much for gifting 10 memberships. Holy cow! Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Nicole. I really do appreciate it. Wow, that's very, very sweet of you. Happy Halloween, everybody. Those are your candies, okay? Happy Halloween, okay? But yeah, still doesn't make any sense. Now let me see if they got the press conference on and popping real quick, because I don't see anything as of yet. But you know for a fact it's coming, okay? You know for a fact it be coming. Okay, let me show you guys. This is what I got so far. Let me I hate the way the new program is. I'm gonna be real. This update sucks, but hold on.
I will cut away so you won't miss a second.
Hit the number one. Make sure you guys can hear this. This is just a quick test.
The murders of Abby Williams and Libby German have consumed Delphi.
And of course, the moment I start that, they are walking out. So
Here we go.
Here is
Time to get
the
comfortable.
Indiana State Police on the
Grab your
update
popcorn.
on the Delphi murders.
Let's go. Hit that like button. Thank you. And hit don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you,
My
Nicole.
name is Sergeant Jeremy Piers, Public Information Officer for the Indiana State Police Lafayette Post. I'd like to thank you all for being here and thank the Delphi United Methodist Church for allowing us to use their facility. This morning, we're going to provide an update on the investigation into the murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. Before we get started, I'm going to introduce you our speakers, Superintendent of the Indiana State Police, Doug Carter, the Carroll County Sheriff, Tobe Lesenby, and the Carroll County Prosecutor, Nick McClelland. I'd like to remind everyone that this continues to be an active and ongoing investigation. At the conclusion of this press conference, we are going to answer a limited amount of questions out of respect to the investigation and the process that will follow today. We will not discuss evidence that is related to this investigation. On behalf of the Delphi Double Homicide Task Force, thank you all for your continued support. I would now like to introduce to you our first speaker, Superintendent of the Indiana State Police, Doug Carter.
Give me just a second here. Seldom do I have prepared remarks, but today is different because I do not want there to be any confusion or ambiguity with what I will say. Today is not a day to celebrate, but the arrest of Richard M. Allen of Delphi on 2 counts of murder is sure a major step in leading to the conclusion of this long-term and complex investigation. First, I'd like to speak directly to Anna, Mike, Becky, Kelsey, your extended families, along with the entire Delphi community that certainly has grown and now includes our nation and even many countries around the world. I am proud to report to you that today, actually last Friday,
Okay.
was the day. And an arrest has been made.
Okay.
Thanks to literally hundreds of media outlets that have been steadfast in reporting and keeping the memories of Abby and Libby front and center. Many of you in the room have developed relationships with me personally, and you know I always have a personal perspective, and today's no different. But from a very personal perspective, you all have provided inspiration and support, even while oftentimes frustrated with us and me. You continue to encourage the efforts, and you too believe that one day we would all be here participating and sharing this news. To the entire law enforcement community, which includes all local, state, and federal agencies, which are far too many to specifically mention today, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
We are going to continue a very methodical and committed approach to ensure that if any other person had any involvement in these murders in any way, that person or persons will be held accountable. Since the murders of Abby and Libby 2,086 days ago, the daily investigative team has worked tirelessly and is certainly worthy of mention today. Specifically, Sheriff Lesenby, Sheriff of Carroll County, Detectives Tony Liggett, Detective retired Kevin Hammond, former Delphi chief and now the prosecutor's investigator Steve Mullins, State Police First Sergeant Jerry Holman, Detectives Jay Harper, Dave Vito, and Brian Harshman, along with members of the United States Marshal Service, specifically Agent Jeremy Clinton and Agent Bill Culfers. With them today is Dan McClain, U.S. Marshal, appointed U.S. Marshal.
Just so you know,
Our
sound-wise,
state police analysts, our scientists from many different disciplines within our laboratory division.
this is the sound. Just so you
This
guys
is
know,
Captain Shank,
nothing I can do.
for your incredible dedication to detail and to so many others that I know I've missed.
Thank
I
you.
really believe that Abby and Libby would be proud of you for standing strong, even in the face of immense pressure and perpetual criticism.
Thank you, Sharice.
Some of these individuals have postponed retirement, passed on promotional opportunity, have dedicated personal time away from their families, given up nights, weekends, and holidays, all while in the pursuit of accountability for Abby and Libby. I know that today's announcement will not diminish your resolve, and I hope you have found just a bit of peace in this most complicated world. This is really important. While I know you are all expecting final details today
Yeah.
concerning this arrest, today is not that day. Today's not that day.
What? Okay.
This investigation is far from complete, and we will not jeopardize its integrity by releasing or discussing documents or information before the appropriate time. Prosecutor Nick McClellan, of course, will share additional information about what we can and cannot say, and also explain to you why the probable cause affidavit is temporarily sealed by the court and not available. And by the way, he has been a tremendous, tremendous asset to this team.
Okay. What?
I'm yet
So
again
nothing-
asking you for your patience
Oh my God. You
and
get
please your understanding while our system of due process works.
okay.
Also remember that all persons arrested are presumed innocent. All persons arrested are presumed innocent.
Today's the day, right?
You all will have an innate desire to subjectively interpret and then report what you think.
Today's the day.
We in the law enforcement realm cannot, and you should never allow us to, talk about what we think concerning facts, but rather discuss and share.
Come on. This is not me, guys.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just letting you know, this is a video feed that is being provided by the Indiana State Police.
At the right time, what it is we know.
Then tell us something, bro.
The time will come when additional details can be released.
He ain't gonna
But
say
again,
nothing.
today is not that in our plan.
Hamburger.
The prosecutor has been very clear with law enforcement about what his expectations are, about what can and cannot be released, shared, or discussed. So we will, of course, comply. If you choose to be critical of our silence, be critical of me, not the front line. These are the folks that have committed their entire lives to a successful conclusion. In other words, a guilty verdict. As we move to the next phase of this investigation, I will continue to offer all resources that the ISP has to not only the investigative team that I anticipate growing, but also to Prosecutor McClellan as we prepare for the coming months. Again, Nick has been very resolute and very clear, and I'm most grateful for his leadership. And it's going to be really important as we move forward. Please continue offering tips that you would like to share. The many avenues to report will remain open and will be available to all. Please continue doing that. In closing, I stand before you in this church and very place where we held our first briefing nearly 6 years ago, and just hours after the murders of Abby and Libby.
Hey, Laura.
Right here.
No, thank you.
Pulling in today, I wasn't really sure what emotion I would experience. But peace came over me. And I didn't expect that to happen. And I hope all of you, with all the different responsibilities you have from around the planet today, have felt some of that as well. But remember, we're not done. I think what we all had experienced proves that together there's nothing we cannot do.
This is
But more
ridiculous.
importantly, giving of ourselves, all of us, giving of ourselves matters more than what we could ever receive. Abby and Libby, though in death, have had a profound effect on so many of us, on how we live, and as importantly,
Is he
who
doing
we
a
all should
eulogy?
be. I would now like to introduce to you
Come on, that was
my
nothing.
friend, the Carroll County Sheriff, Tom Weatherby, for his remarks.
Hopefully he comes in with some facts. Something.
I believe in a God of justice and righteousness. Today, I believe that same God has provided us with justice for Abby and Libby. As Sheriff of Carroll County, Indiana, I want to publicly and sincerely thank each individual who played a role in helping us during this 5.5-year investigation. Whether it was in an investigative capacity, providing tips, cards or letters of suggestions or encouragement, phone calls, and thousands of other countless ways of communicating.
Red tape rhetoric is what I call it.
I earnestly thank those who prayed for this moment in time. We now move forward through the Indiana criminal justice system, allowing the system to provide its due diligence and process in providing that justice which is owed Abby and Libby, their families, and this community. Thank you.
Huh? So nothing. Again. That's
Welcome, everybody. My name is Nicholas McClellan. I'm the Carroll County prosecutor. And before we get started, I want to reiterate some of the things that Sheriff Lesenby and Superintendent Carter stated. I first want to thank both of them. They've been a great support to my office throughout this investigation. They've always been there for a phone call and always been willing to help a hand or a line of assistance to me and my office during this investigation. I want to thank the team behind me. This is the Homicide Task Force team that we've put together. Thank them and thank their families for being so understanding for the many nights they've worked away from their families, away from their children. There are many dates in a lifetime that you're going to remember. The date your children are born, the date you're married, the date you buy a first house, the date Abby and Libby went missing. One of those dates was last Friday, October 28, 2022. At that time, we had gathered evidence to formulate a PC that was submitted to the court, and the judge did find probable cause for an arrest of Richard Allen. He's been charged with 2 counts of murder for the murder of Abigail Williams and Liberty German. This investigation is still very ongoing. We're keeping the tip line open, the tip email open. We encourage everybody to continue to call in tips, not only about Richard Allen, but about any other person that you may have. For that reason and for the nature of this case, the probable cause and the charging information has been sealed by the court. I've been very clear to everybody that per the court order, we cannot talk about the evidence that's in the probable cause or the evidence that's in the charging information. That will become evident to you at some point, and it'll be released, but right now is not that day. Today is about Abby and Libby, focusing on them. Mr. Allen has had his initial hearing. He's in a preliminary plea of not guilty. The matter's been set for a pre-trial.
Come on. It's not me, guys.
Trial on January 13th at 9 a.m., 2023, and a trial date of March 20th, 2023 at 9 a.m. He is presumed innocent. We will have I want to open up to a few limited questions from the audience. But again, keep in mind, we are not going to talk about the evidence that we have in this case or about the charging information. We cannot. Those things have been sealed by the court. And so I want to open up a few questions.
Okay. Come on, talk to us.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is the feed that I have. So we're doing our best, but I'm limited to the quality that's being provided to me.
Again, that's part of the investigation, so I'm not going to talk about those things. What I can say is that we have probable cause established by the, again, that gets into the evidence we have in the investigation. And I know from everybody, it's frustrating. I know everybody, not only reporters, but the family, everybody wants to know more information. I understand it's frustrating, but my goal is to maintain the integrity of this case.
Again, that's I appreciate the question, but we're getting into the timeline of events, and today's not the time to do that.
Of course not.
It was a very personal moment for me, and I think it was a very personal moment for them, for all of us that have had interaction with the family. We developed a relationship that I think is going to last at least one lifetime, and maybe a second. So it was.
You know what? I'm gonna fix this really quick. There's a better one on law and crime. I'm gonna grab that real quick. I have it here. I just need to drag it over. Okay. Might be a little bit better.
Well, eventually you'll be able to see what led us to this day. But again, today's not that
Much
day.
better.
To include the reward. You mentioned that, Raphael, about the reward itself. And again, very premature for us to talk about that. There's still a tremendous amount of work to do. I think probably resilience and understanding the value of each and every day.
Blah.
Today was the day, but I didn't anticipate they ever thought today would be their day. And I feel like I've known for a long time. Excuse me? Did you assume there was any other individuals involved in this case?
We haven't closed the door on the investigation. And so that's why we keep the tip line and the tip email open. And so we're not presuming anything at this point, but we're going to continue to take tips, continue to take any information anybody has. And as we've done with all the information we've gathered, we're going to look at that and examine that and see where it leads us.
We should be able to see all the documents, right?
Sure.
You made a decision. You explain your decision as to why you believe that in the next 30 days, no one in this room should have access to those records.
Sure. It is unusual. We don't do it very often in all the cases that we handle here in Carroll County. We did it in this case because the investigation is still open. And while all cases are important, the nature of this case has some extra scrutiny with it. And so my office, felt it was important to seal those records. there will be a public hearing on whether or not those records are going to remain sealed or not. There'll be public notice for that hearing so that everyone can attend, but there will be a hearing to determine whether or not they're going to stay sealed. But for now, to me, it's about protecting the integrity of this case. I want to have an opportunity at some point to have an opportunity in court to explain the evidence and for that not to be tarnished or tainted or anything like that. Again, he's presumed innocent. And so it was important for me in this case to do that. Hold on just a minute. We're not going to comment on that right now as part of the investigation. Again, we just encourage everybody to continue to call in tips if they have them about anybody, and we'll examine those tips.
Nothing burger.
That's a hard question to answer. It's a mixed emotions. I've been watching the news all weekend like everybody else has, and I think a lot of the members of the public said it right. It's bittersweet. It's a step in the right direction. It's concerning that he's a local guy. So I think just different emotions. Again, this is a step in the right direction. This is the first step into getting into court and having a trial. And so.
All right. That concludes our press conference today. Shortly, I will be releasing a press release that will have his photo and a couple more details that'll also be here for handout. That'll also be on the Indiana State Police Lafayette Post Facebook page. Right after this press conference, I'm going to send it out. There's also hard documents in the back. Thank you all for taking the time to be here today, and be safe as you travel home.
Kai. 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 Okay. So there it is, guys. Nothing was said in that entire. I gotta roll it back because I really want to see the
to not only the investigative team.
Okay. So this is what I call and JPG said totally made sense. It does make sense. Okay. I get it. And I think we all should get it, right? There's still a lot of information that they do not have yet. They're still investigating this guy. So it does make sense that they haven't said anything, but I guess a lot of us, myself too, myself as well, was just hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that they were going to come out with a little bit more information than just red tape rhetoric. That's what I call it. You know, somebody else said it was like a thank you, like a thank you speech, you know, where you're just saying all the red tape stuff. You're saying all the technical stuff. Thank you to such and such. Thanks to the FBI. Thanks for law enforcement. That without the cooperation of this, that, and the third, we wouldn't have been able to do yada, 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 yada. A lot of red tape rhetoric. And I get that that's what they're doing. I get that's why they're doing what they're doing here. That they don't have everything yet because maybe he isn't talking. Homeboy may not be saying anything at all. Or he's still in the middle of saying a whole bunch of stuff. Or he lawyered up and they're trying to get around it. You see what I'm saying? So it's very interesting. Yeah, Lateef. You know, template talk. You know? Red tape rhetoric. Okay? That's what I'm calling it. Okay? Where you're just basically saying a whole bunch of technical jargon, you know, all the things and the power, you know, all the working parts that help within this investigation. I'm going to thank the public, everybody, and they mama. Thank you so much. But to us, regular Joes out here, all right, we want to hear the facts. We want to hear what the hell is going on. Not that. Give us at least something on why this man is detained right now, why he is a suspect, why has he been arrested? What are the reasons behind those things? Can you at least give us that? Not just chilling and saying, thank you so much to everybody. And then, you know what? You know what really grinds my gears with this whole thing? This dude right here. Okay? Now, I try to pull up to the very beginning of his speech, but they're not, I guess, Law and Crime didn't jump on this right at the beginning of his speech. But you saw, I was getting excited for a second there because of how emotional he got. He got emotional. And I'm sitting there going, ooh, it's about to get crazy. He about to say something. Like the dude was found red-handed, literally kind of thing. I'm expecting something. You're sitting there going, today's the day. And then later on, today's not the day. Okay. Today's not the day. But you got emotional as hell. And everyone's going, oh my God, bless his heart. Oh my gosh. Bless his little heart. And he said nothing. He said a whole bunch of red tape rhetoric. A whole bunch of nothing. You know for a fact, we all leaned in a little bit like, why is he crying? And I get it. I also understand that he's been on this. I'm sure he's been on this case for years. He's passionately trying to find out what the heck happened to these young girls who were involved, all that stuff. And there may be information he knows that we don't know, right? Hence the reason why he is so emotional. But at the same time, he got real verklempt. He got real verklempt. And then as soon as he started to blurt out stuff, it was just red tape rhetoric. Man, I was hoping for something more, guys, but I understand that they can't say a whole lot. Nancy Sabal said, pause, folks, to protect this investigation is critical. That they protect the information. Remember, he will still have to go to trial, and you do not want to hand a defense attorney some nonsense like tried in public opinion or can't get a fair trial. Now we know he is charged with the unalivings, not just connected, not just a person of interest. Now, Nancy, very well written, and all the way from Facebook, by the way. I appreciate the comment. And that's a very good piece right there. Nonetheless. Now, I agree with you 110%, Nancy. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you on this. Just a part of me is like, well, come on, man. Can't you at least just give us a little something? Just a little morsel? Like a breadcrumb? Not even, you know what I'm saying? But at least just burp and blow it in my face so I can at least know what it smelled like. You know what I'm saying? Just something. But they gave us nothing. So I agree with Nancy. You're absolutely correct on all this. I'm going to pull that up because that is strong facts here. You don't want him to get destroyed by public opinion. You don't want it to turn into some sort of mistrial or anything of that sort because of, not getting a fair trial. He's already a pariah. He's already looked at as a monster before he even walks into the trial. They even said it a couple times that even the chief here said, hey, we do have somebody in custody, but I do have to say, innocent till proven guilty. That's literally what he said. Somebody else came up later on and said the same thing. We still have to presume that this man is innocent until proven guilty. Hence the reason why they're saying exactly what Nancy is said. The reason why they're doing this is, of course, they want to give everybody some information, but they can't really say everything. Not yet, at least. Still feels like a nothing burger, though. Still feels like we just saw nothing. They just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like the cat that got the cream. They can't stop licking themselves, and they're licking themselves, but it's like, but you're giving us no other information except saying, thanks to law enforcement and all the people, the powers that be, without 5-0, without us doing this, we wouldn't have been able to get this evil doer. But he's still innocent till proven guilty, just so you guys know. But we got him in custody. But he's still innocent until proven guilty. It's very interesting. I get it. It's red tape rhetoric. Laura Estrada, thank you so much for the 10. I do appreciate that. And again, I appreciate the conversation we had before a couple days ago. And the other thing, too, I will say, I have been thinking about doing creating something, some sort of, bringing in the Speak On It segment more often, so that you guys can talk about other things or just, say what's on you, get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Have more great conversations like we had last week. But again, happy Halloween. She said, happy Halloween, family. Thank you all so much for last week's listening love sent my way. Yes. You have inspired me. Be kind to someone today. Maybe yourselves. Absolutely. I agree 110%. Be good to yourselves, be good to one another. Reason why I sign out every show like that is to remind you guys to be good to yourselves and be good to others as well. Absolutely. Because, we need a little bit more love in the world now. Okay. So that is just a very strange one, y'all. This one is just, this press conference was, Corinne 007 just said it like what I said on one of the last press conferences where we had this red tape rhetoric. Basically, it's like an acceptance speech, and that doesn't make any sense. They said today is the day, and then today was not then he said today's not the day. He goes, hey, if you're expecting something from us today is not the day. Today's not the day. He literally said that to everybody. And we all sat here waiting for something to go down. First trick, no treat. Easily distracted. Absolutely. No love in the club. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be some more big news so I could, put this bad boy on. But, F it. Since it is Halloween, I might as well just do something. There you go, guys. Happy Halloween. And I'm just going to keep hitting my my nose with the mic. But it is Halloween, so might as well wear this anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Catskills 20. The point of the press conference was for the family and the community of Delphi. They have all been living this nightmare and deserve this time. Not for us, for them. I agree. Okay, let me just say this. See, this nose is just. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk and I can't even do that right now with this thing. And you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to. You feel me? The first world problems. But see, okay, Catskills. Let me say this. I agree with you 110%. But even I feel like the family, if this is for the family and for the community of Delphi, we already got the information then. Friday, baby. It was Friday when they said, no, sorry. Yeah, it was Friday or something like that. A couple days ago when they said, hey. They said, hey, we caught him. We got him, everybody. We got this guy. There's going to be a press conference. Yes, I see it's for the family and the community of Delphi, but everybody been known all this stuff already. They already know he was detained. So, and I understand all the BS. I get it. But at the same time, I just wish there was something a little bit more going on, okay, with the information. That's all. That's just me, though. I don't like nothing burgers. I like nice, meaty, fat, make me full, make me want to take a nap in the middle of the week or in the middle of the day, Take a nap in the middle of the day type of burgers. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that makes you sluggish, right? And lethargic as hell. Not this. 0 calories, nothing. Like nothing. Damn. No sustenance. No meat. It ain't even a veggie burger. Not even a vegan burger. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even that, Blue. 7 of 9. Okay, it ain't even that. He just gave us air. He just gave us That's it, y'all. Hamburger. Okay? So, why did I feel like a woodpecker? But hey, that's all I'm saying. So I kind of expected a little bit more. Okay? But I understand the red tape. Okay? I understand the necessities of putting out what they need to put out, the information that they need to put out. But as we know, they do have somebody. They do have somebody. Richard Allen, he is charged. Okay. He has been charged with the unalivings of those 2 girls. So they know something. And then the other thing, too, I'll say this. When you got the chief coming up, getting all, with all due respect, okay? With all due respect, I was just saying that before just to throw a little bit of comedy in there. But at the same time, when he came up and got emotional, he obviously knows something that we don't know. Clearly. And maybe they're getting closer and closer to finally shutting this whole case down. And that could be it. That could very well be it. Albus, thank you so much for the 40 rubles. I appreciate it. He gave us germs from his cold. Yeah, no kidding. He definitely, it wasn't a cold. That was him just getting emotional. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he got my cold. You know what I mean? The cold that I had last week. It was a nightmare. That cold sucked. And it's still not fully out of my system. You know what I'm saying? The Fairly Burge Zone, thank you so much for the 5. No ding in the dong. Happy Halloween. Here's some money for candy because you rock. Thank you, Fairly. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the 5. No, you rock as well. I appreciate the support. Thank you so very much. Yes, happy Halloween. Happy All Hallows Eve, every single last one, y'all. I hope it's been a good one for y'all. And again, I still haven't heard you guys say anything. If you guys dressed up or are dressing up for Halloween, what did you dress up as? Put it in the comments, please, as we continue to discuss this. But you tell me, did that satiate anything in your body? That's what I'd like to know. Did that make you feel good? Did it though? Or did it not? That's what I'd like to know. Definitely let me know. Because Blue 709 said, I'm 43 and I dressed as a slob for today. You know what? Yeah, I like that. I'm with that. Okay. Bad Girl said a pregnant nun. Wow. That's a little racy, don't you think? No, I'm just kidding. Susan, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. On bed rest, so no dressing up for me. Okay. Courtney said, I'm Harley Quinn this year. Nicole McMillan said, Nicole McMillan, that's who she's dressing up for the day, for Halloween. Hey, sometimes, sometimes we wear masks every day, guys. Let's keep it real. Okay. Yeah. When you tell somebody that they look, like you run into somebody, you don't remember them, but you still are acting like you do. So you're like, yeah, oh my God. Yeah. You do that weird stank smile thing. And you're like, I don't remember who you are. but you do have this look on your face like you're trying to be inviting, but you're trying to figure out who they are, but you kind of look like you smelled a fart. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Just saying. You're like, yeah, you. Still trying to figure it out. Who the hell is this person? How do I know him? Yeah, oh yeah. You know what I mean? You still look like you smelled a fart, but you're trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all of us. That's one of the many masks that we wear every day. Every day's Halloween. What are you talking about? Okay. Champion sweats and hoodie. Okay. Yep. It's a nightmare to me, Laura Estrada, because they start acting like y'all the best friends, but you're still going, yeah, oh my God, yeah. Remember that time when we were doing that thing? That's what they're saying. We were eating pancakes, and you said they're like flapjacks. You know what I mean? It was hilarious. You're like, yeah, oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah, what? Yeah, no, I don't remember. You know? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that really does happen. Okay. It is the worst nightmarish feeling in the world. Becky Regger said she dressed up as an inflatable cow. Yes, that is hilarious. Like, you were the whole cow, or did somebody else wear the bottom half and you wear the top half or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious, you know? Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to bring some lightness to this because obviously we were hoping for something more and we didn't get nothing. Okay. They just basically just, yeah. But I understand. Like I said, totally understandable. The necessities of them going through the movements. And obviously, as time goes on, we're going to find out more information. But for right now, they don't have anything. So hopefully we're going to find out some more stuff here soon. It just sucks that they have this information and they're playing it very, very close to the chest. And I do understand that. I do understand why. I just was hoping for a little bit, just a tiny bit more stuff. Okay. Lisa Lab said mugshot is on HLN. I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see wait, what did I say? Oh, Giovanna said 1920s flapper girl dress up. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Audrey Hudson said my sister dressed up as a pregnancy devil. Her husband dressed up as a priest. The priest that knocked up. That's messed up. I don't see where is yours, Tyler? I'm looking for. You dressed up as the artist. Right on. I don't know who the artist is. You talking about Prince? You talking about Ye? Who are you talking about? Just an artist? I'm curious. Good one, Lisa. Wearing orange, he's a prisoner for Halloween. Well, hopefully this dude is a prisoner for life. Okay, and he goes down for this whole thing. Okay, just saying. Yes. Yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. I was expecting just a tiny bit more, but hey, they have somebody in custody. It is Richard Allen. Let me see if they got the mugshot somewhere. Let us see. I mean, the ones that I'm seeing are exactly the one that I showed you guys earlier, but it's just, I mean, this is just kind of like a compilation thing. But as you can see, I mean, that's what they're showing everywhere. So I don't know if that's the actual mugshot, but I don't know. T in Tennessee, hello. Thank you so much for the $2. A dog mom, free and easy. Yes, I like that too. You know what I'm saying? The other question I have, since it is Halloween time, it is All Hallows Eve. Let me say this too really quick. Are you guys turning off your lights, or are you guys opening your doors to trick-or-treaters? Because I know there's a lot of people that don't do the trick-or-treating thing anymore. They just kind of turn the lights off and just let it be what it is. So definitely let me know. Are you guys going to be opening up your doors to, to hand out candy, or no? Definitely let me know that as well. Okay. And thank you all so much for the support and love. I do really appreciate it. For some weird reason, this when I talk about this particular case, the tube gods don't like it so much, unfortunately. So, it sucks. So some of you guys are okay. You're turning the lights on. Okay. That's what's up. Yo, so also this weekend there was dudes. There's viral videos going around right now on the social medias right now of dudes dressed up as ends, schnazis. Can I say that, schnazis? Okay, I'll just say that. Dressing up with full-on outfits, walking around looking like the H-man, stuff like that. It's ridiculous and scary that's a real thing, that people are actually wearing that type of stuff out in the streets. It's scary. It's very, very scary, but that's real. Okay. Scary. Now, speaking of scary, let me ask you this too. How many of you guys are actually going to be like trying to scare the trick-or-treaters when they show up? Are you going to be like dressed up looking like a scarecrow and then just jump at them and scare them for Halloween? Or are you just going to, ding dong, here's your candy, get the hell out of here, kids. Kick rocks. Bye. You know what I mean? Just something to think about. So sad, though. There are people out here thinking that that's a good idea to dress up like a schnauzy. Real talk. And some of them dressed up looking like the H-man. That's disgusting, guys. It's real talk. Jen, thank you so much for the 5. I'm a dog trainer. I can't remember people, but remember their dogs. My standard saying is, hey, you, if you don't have their dogs. Oh, hey, you, if they don't have their dogs with them. That's interesting. So in other words, you're calling them by their dog's name. Like, hi, Fido. I mean, you. Is that what you do? That's kind of funny. And by the way, someone please introduce me to somebody who has a dog named Fido or Rover. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Somebody please. And then please introduce me to somebody who has dogs like named like Edith. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear all these other dogs' names. You hear like my dogs, like Romeo. You feel me? You hear that's kind of a semi-typical dog name. You know what I'm saying? But then the old stuff like Fido and Rover, not so much. And then you don't hear Spot. Exactly. Spot. You see what I'm saying? But as far as like real, like Gertrude, you know what I mean? Oh, that's Gertrude. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's Edith. Susan, come here, Susan. Like you don't hear human name like dogs. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're not going, hey, Chad, come here, man. Come here, Chad. You know what I mean? Romeo, sure. Hazel, sure. You know? But when was the last time you actually heard, come here, Edith? You think it's going to be a little girl or something like that, and out comes a full-on German Shepherd named Edith. You know what I'm saying? Random thoughts for the morning. Just, these are just thoughts that go through my head on a morning run. It's totally normal. It's totally normal. You're like, yeah, killer, Butch. Veronica, you know what I'm saying? Nobody? Roger. Okay. See, Roger. I can see Roger. Okay. Richard, you know what I mean? And then when he's in trouble, Dick. You know what I mean? It's just funny to me. That's all. Jen, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Roger is my favorite. But I mean, like, real on real name. You know what I'm saying? Bartholomew, Nope. Okay, I know. Random thoughts by Pascal. Okay, but that just, See, now, Latif got 3 pooches. I have 4, okay? Jazz, Nala, and Jeno. But see, those names work. You see what I'm saying? Those names work. But, Roberta on Facebook said Llewellyn. That's a new one. That's a new one. But that's unique as hell. Like, hey, Llewellyn. You know what I mean? Gertrude. You see what I'm saying? Full on, just full on, like Oscar. I know that. You know what I mean? I've seen dogs name and cats name Oscar, Zeus and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that, like, I've never heard like a full on elegant name for a dog. A name that just full on, like, it is exudes elegance, right? And you just give it to the scrappiest looking dog in the world. You know what I'm saying? Beatrice, something like that. That's very elegant, See, Anakin, I get, because see, names of characters, okay, that's one thing. I'm talking about full on names that you never would think a dog would be named that name. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I have yet to see a dog named Fido in real life. I've never seen a dog named Fido, but I've seen it in cartoons millions of times. I've never seen a dog named Rover, right? But you see those kind of things on TV all the time. Oh, his name is Rover, whatever. Here's Fido. You know what I'm saying? But names after names, characters, that doesn't count. I say it don't count. Okay? I say it don't count. If it's Star Wars related, if it's Star Wars, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, any fantasy or sci-fi lore does not count. It doesn't. Like I said, it has to be something that you just never thought that you'd ever see someone name a dog that. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for the 5. Tish in Tennessee sent you on IG. Ellie Mae and Mandisa. Mandisa. Let me see. It looks like I didn't get anything yet, but be sure to send it to me. And I'll take a look at it in a little bit. Albus, hold up. Albus, thank you so much for the 40 rubles. I appreciate it. I had one named Bow. Now I have Arrow, Beagle. See, Arrow, I can see Bow. You know what I mean? A Doberman called Casper. But that's what I'm saying. Names of like Casper the Friendly Ghost, pop culture type of names. I can see that. Casper, I can see a dog named Casper. But I'm saying like calling your dog Theodore and not nicknaming him Teddy or not naming him Teddy. You see what I'm saying? He is just Theodore. And every time you call his name out, it is Theodore. You see what I'm saying? Not like Onyx or Cole or, those to me sound like names that you could name a dog. But as far as the other stuff, this is very interesting. Judy Barton, thank you so much for being a member for the past 2 months. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. Says, my dog's name is Jamie. Strange name for a Czech dog. Your dog's name is Jamie. See, that's interesting. Jamie. That is very interesting to me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like, see, now Donald, Rashida, now, I could see people, certain groups of people maybe naming their dogs Donald. I could see that. I could literally see that happening. You know what I mean? But yeah. So funny. It's so funny. But yeah, guys. So that's the information that we have so far. I just wanted to hang out with you guys just for a little bit longer than just the press conference. That press conference kind of left us with nothing. It is a little bit frustrating, Oh, bow and arrow. I'm an idiot. I said bow. Bow and arrow. Now I get it. Thank you. Oh my God, Albus. But that's cute. I can see that. I can see that happening. I said bow like an idiot. Pascal the rascal. Pascal the rascal. But yes, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of the conversation and all that. I will be right back in 27 seconds, baby. See you guys in a minute. Yes, everything right now till the end of the day is on sale. I mean, it's been on sale for a while, but now today is the final day, Halloween day, 20% off of everything. Yes, I said everything. 20% off of everything in store right now. Very excited about this sale. You guys have been really, really amazing and supporting and all that. So I do really appreciate the love and support. And without you guys, wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff, okay? So I appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of the conversation and all that. Again, 20% off of everything in store right now, pascalmerch.com. Go and check that out if you can. Go and check that out if you can. Witchy Gemini, thank you so much. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Lily Naomi. Oh, that's a unique name. I see somebody said George the cat. Yeah, that's a good one though too. You know what I mean? That is very, very cool. Yes, yes. Miranda said my female cat is named George. Yeah, no, I like the female cat. That's funny. But that's unique. That is very, 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 very unique. You know what I mean? But again, I'll say this again. 20% off of everything in store right now, pascalmerch.com or beautifulbeefcollections.com. Go and check that out. You can get stuff like this and many other things. We got some new things coming out very, very soon. We're just kind of waiting for the Halloween season to kind of roll over into the new season. So we got some new stuff coming up very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. We got some really great stuff, y'all. It's very exciting. Okay. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to grab some of these things and put it onto your body. Okay. But anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Real talk. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of the conversation. Yeah, that press conference was exactly not what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more, so that we have a little bit more to talk about. But unfortunately, they kind of said we just have somebody in custody right now. They are being charged with the unalivings of these two girls. That says a lot still, but we already knew about that a few days ago. So hopefully we'll get some more information here as time goes on. For a fact, things will leak, the conversations will start, and that hopefully more truth and more information that we need will be out here very, very soon. And when they do come out, for a fact, we'll be right here talking about it live. I got a bunch of other things I'm going to be talking to you guys about throughout this week. There will be a conversation later on this afternoon, a story that I've been sitting on for a while because of all these breaking stories that have been happening recently. But there is a story that we need to check out and talk and get into depth with and bring more awareness to it. Okay. Real talk. We definitely need to bring that into the situation. Giovanna. Okay. Let me kill this. I'm going to say this once and for all. No, it's not my wife. It's a friend of mine. She's a model. She's fantastic. If you go and check out an interview I had with an OnlyFans model, you will see her there. This is not my wife. Again, it is not my wife. Okay? So that we can bury that once and for all so that you guys know. Okay? So moving on to more important information. Okay? We still have a lot going on, still a lot going and popping off. I do have some really cool other information going on. Looks like I'm going to be doing a very big interview very, very soon with this woman right here, Jennifer Lewis. She has a book out called Walking in My Joy in the Streets. I don't know if you know her, but you may have known her as the mom in Blackish. She is in a bunch of other shows as well, in movies, theater, etc. Getting a full-on sit-down conversation with her, which I'm very, 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 very excited to talk about as well. So when that comes up, I will let you guys know. Yes, Jennifer Lewis is absolutely one of the greatest. And we have been talking, corresponding back and forth throughout the past couple days. She is fantastic. And I cannot wait to have that conversation with y'all. Okay. Yes, I cannot wait. So you will see that conversation very soon. As far as Nicole or the Gabby Petito family, that conversation is coming soon. We are working things out, trying to get everything figured out because we want to do a full-on in-person conversation. So same thing with Jennifer Lewis. It is a full-on sit-down face-to-face, which I'm really, really excited about. So yes, we got a lot going on here and coming up in the next couple weeks. Your boys, this month of November is going to be, this coming month of November is going to be a very busy one. I'll just say that. We got some really, really great interviews, great conversations coming up, and they're much needed conversations. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I cannot wait. Okay. So yeah, as soon as I get more information about those things will be coming soon. But very soon, I'm just gonna say that I can't really give out too much information. Okay, but very soon, I'm sitting down with Miss Jennifer Lewis of Black-ish fame. Okay, we're having a full conversation talking about her latest book. It is a fantastic read. She is entertaining in this book. She's not only is she entertaining in person, but she is absolutely entertaining in this book. Okay, so brand new book that just came out about a month or two ago. So can't wait to share that with you guys. It's gonna be going on. Okay, so I can't wait. And then you never know, Lisa, Pascal. What are we getting for Christmas? LOL, joking. You never know. I might have something very, 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 very nice for you guys for the holiday, for the Christmas season. So be on the lookout for, like I said, we're going to have a lot going on here over the next couple months. Things are moving in a great, great direction, and I can't wait to share it with all y'all. So definitely be sure to be on the lookout for that information because a lot's coming fast. Okay. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. You guys have been amazing. Have a wonderful, dope, productive day. Okay. Enjoy your Halloween. Don't eat too much candy, but eat some candy. Okay. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Do not forget to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because for a fact we'll be back with more information and more conversations here very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that, guys. Happy Halloween, everybody. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. The Christmas stuff is coming back. Like I don't understand. Yo, you want to throw shade on that, Ray? I'm just saying it's all coming back. Trust, it's coming. So be on the lookout. I'll see you guys soon. I think I said it, but I'll say it again. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I will see you guys very, very soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye. Happy Halloween.